Hi, and welcome to Run Tall. I'm Tim. Thanks for being here. I always appreciate the time that you and I get to spend together, so thanks for tuning in. And I hope wherever you are, that you're happy, healthy, and staying safe. On today's video, I'm going to review and give you my thoughts on the Soundpeats Life earbuds. Before I get into it too far, I do want to get a disclosure out of the way. The Soundpeats Life earbuds were sent to me for the purpose of review by Soundpeats. However, no one's paying me to make the video, no one's telling me what to say, and no one from Soundpeats has the opportunity to preview my thoughts before I share them with you first here on YouTube. Now, these are a budget-friendly set of earbuds. They retail for $39.99 on Amazon's website. And if at any point in time during this video you want to learn a little bit more about them, or maybe you want to pick up a pair for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below to take you right there. It's not an affiliate link. It's simply a matter of convenience for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Run Tall family. I'm really glad you found us here on YouTube. Now, I post videos that are all about running and running gear, like this one. So if you enjoy watching running shoe reviews and other videos that are related to running gear, be sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time that I upload new content. So as a budget-friendly set of earbuds, 3 questions come to my mind. How do they sound? Are they comfortable? And are they worth the money that they're asking for them? So those are the questions that we're going to try to answer today. So to do that, let's open up the box and see what all comes inside. And as we do that, just a quick look at the front of the box will give you some indication of some of the features that these earbuds have to offer, including active noise canceling, Sound Plus to give you clear calls, and a 12mm dynamic driver for superior sound. So let's go ahead and open up the box now. And right on top, as we open the box, we're going to find instructions on how to download the app. Yes, these do have app support, and I think that's pretty awesome for a set of earbuds that cost less than $40 US. I do recommend that you download the app. It just gives you a lot more options that you can customize the sound to fit the type of music that you like to listen to, but you don't have to. You can pair these up with your device and have superior sound quality right out of the box. But if you want to have a little more control over the types of music that you want to listen to and to tweak the sound, definitely download the app. It's free and it's worth doing. Next up, we have our case that contains our earbuds. Now, the case is made of a hard plastic. It has some texture to it, makes it look a little bit like leather. Now, it is a fairly lightweight case, so I think if you wanted to carry this around in your pocket, you'd be okay to do that. I don't think it would weigh you down at all, but it's got enough heft to it to know that it's a quality product. And from Soundpeats, I would expect nothing less. On the front of the case, you can see there's a bit of a recessed area to help you open it, and then on the back is located our USB-C charge port. And also in the box, they do include the USB-C charge cable, so you don't have to go out and purchase one separately. I always appreciate when they use USB-C charge types of cables as well, because they're a very common or universal cable. Chances are you've got tons of these around the house. And for a couple of reasons why I think it's important that they use such a common cable is, number one, if they use a proprietary cable and something happens to it, you're kind of out. You have to reach out to the company to get one replacement for you to be able to use. But USB-C charge, chances are you got tons of those around the house already, and it makes it just a little bit more convenient for you to be able to charge up multiple devices using just one cable. So you only have to have one charge block and one cable plugged into an outlet where you can service many different devices. And then if we keep digging in the same box, we're going to find some additional ear tips. Now, the ones that come installed are what I would say medium sized, but they also send a small and a large as well. So you have some options there. And I do encourage you to test out the different sizes to find the ones that are going to provide you with the most comfort. And not only comfort, if you have the correct size, it also improves, I think, the quality of the sound and the functions and some of the other functions of the earbuds as well, like active noise canceling. And I'll come back to that here in just a minute. If we keep digging in the box, we're also going to find the user's manual or instructions. This tells you simply how to care for and to use your new earbuds so you can get the most out of them. So let's go back now and take a look at the earbuds contained in our charge case. And again, they have this recessed area to help you get this clamshell design open. And right off the bat, you're going to note that it has magnetic charge ports, so you don't have to worry about your earbuds coming out at all. They stay in place really well. Plus, with magnetic charge ports, you know that you're getting a good connection every time, so you're going to get a solid charge and a quick charge at that. And as soon as you open up this clamshell design, they go right into pairing mode, and you can see those indicator lights there. And then on the front of the case, you can see that it has a LED indicator light letting you know how much charge is held within the case itself. And I think that's a really nice feature to have, because if you want to take these out, maybe you're going to go out camping, or you want to take them out on a long hike or a run or a bike ride, and you don't have access to power, you're going to want to know how much battery life you have left in the case. Now, with the earbuds themselves, on a full charge, you can expect to get about 5 hours with some of the things turned on, like active noise canceling. And then you have an additional 4 charges held within the case. So in total, without having to use an outlet, with this fully charged, you're going to get about 25 hours of playtime. Now, I think that's really solid. So again, if you want to take this out on a long trip, like if you're going to go out camping where you don't have access to power, you're going to be able to listen to your earbuds for about 25 hours. And those LED lights, the way that they work is that if it's green, you have somewhere between 50 to 100% charge in the case. If it's yellow, you have 10 to 49%. And if it's red, you're nearly out of juice. You have 0 to 10% charge left in the case. So let's take a closer look at the earbuds. Now here they feature a stem, and they also have an ergonomic design to it. I like the way that these fit. That stem just rests nicely up against my ear, and you can see that it's pretty sleek. So sometimes these stem designs, they can kind of stick out a bit and they're really noticeable. But in this case, they rest nice and snug up against my ear. It's a really comfortable fit. And even when I was out running, they didn't bounce around at all. They stayed in place really well. I'm going to slip the other one in here so you can see just exactly how that looks. For me, I think these look really terrific when you wear them. They're not that noticeable, super comfortable to wear. Now, I left the medium-sized ear tips on, but I did change them out. And I explored and played around with the other sizes that were available to me. But in the end, I found that these graded the best CO and the most comfort for me. But again, I do encourage you to go ahead and change those out to find which ones work best for you. It's super simple to do. Now, all you have to do is just kind of roll that tip up and peel it off around where it seals onto your earbud. And then for me, the quickest way and easiest way that I have found to put the new ones on is to turn them inside out on my fingertip, place that back up where it's going to seal, and just kind of roll my finger around until it pops into place. It only takes a second to do that, and I think it's well worth your time. Now, these do have a couple different features. They do have a touch control panel that's located there at the top of the earbud where that S is located, and I found it to work really well. The only issues I had was just totally on me, and I'll own this as my targeting, trying to find that touch control panel. Sometimes I would miss and hit places where it wasn't. But when I did get on target, they work perfectly well. Now, as soon as I opened up the case and put these in my ears, they paired automatically. And the last device I had paired with was my iPad Nano. And you can see that they've already paired up with these and they're good to go. And the controls are really intuitive to use. Right earbud, of course, you're going to tap once to raise the volume. Left earbud, you're going to tap once to bring it down. And I would say give it a slight pause between those taps. Otherwise, it's going to register as a double tap. Now, when you double tap, and you can use either the right or the left, you can either play or pause a song. So when I go ahead and double tap here, you're going to see that it started my music again. And you can also use that to take a phone call or to hang up on a call. If you want to use the right earbud to advance to the next track, all I have to do is just press and hold it for about 1.5 seconds. And you're going to see that it's going to go ahead and advance to the next track for me. You can also use that long pause there, or the long hold for 1.5 seconds to either reject a phone call or switch between calls. So it gives you lots of options there to be able to control all of your devices here. And you have 4 different modes to choose from. Now, maybe you want to use these to watch a movie or to play some games. You can use that left earbud. If you triple tap, 1, 2, 3, it's going to enter into gaming mode. If you want to exit game mode, again, triple tap that left earbud again, and it's going to exit game mode. Now, you get an audio prompt each time that you do that to let you know that you did accomplish the goal that you were seeking to do. Now, if you want to use these to move between the other modes that are available, active noise canceling, normal mode, and transparency mode, you're going to, again, use that left earbud, but this time you're going to just press and hold it for about 1.5 seconds. And there I got an audio prompt that says I'm now in pass-through mode, which then activates the microphones. And I think the active noise canceling works well. Normal mode works well. Obviously, if you want to use these to either play games or watch movies, the game mode is the best way to go. But I didn't really have any kind of issues with lag when I was watching movies. I haven't used these to play games, but I do like to watch Netflix, and I use my Amazon Fire Stick to do that. And I paired these with my Amazon Fire Stick, as well as my iPod Nano, as you know already, and my iPhone 13 Pro when I was listening to Spotify. And I can tell you that it works flawlessly with each of those different devices. And when I was watching movies, a bonus for me is that you can control the Amazon Fire Stick without having to use my remote, which is a really nice feature to have. So I can play or pause the movie in case I wanted to get up and take a break, get a drink, something like that. And then if I wanted to adjust the volume, I could simply use the right earbud to adjust the volume up and the left earbud to adjust it down. Again, all without having to look for my remote to do that. And then finally, you can also activate voice assistance on your smartphone. All you have to do is just triple tap the right earbud to do that. Okay, so let's take these out, and I'm going to put these back in the case. And then one more thing before I leave this topic is if for some reason you need to put these in manual pairing mode, you're going to notice on the case between the stems of the earbud is a small button. All you have to do is press and hold that for about 3 seconds, and it's going to enter into manual pairing mode. So these fit well, and they're really comfortable to wear. The active noise canceling works great. Now, I had that active noise canceling on while I was watching movies off of Netflix, and it did a really good job in blocking out all of that ambient noise. But I could see where this would be a great benefit to people who might be commuters. Maybe you have to take a bus or a train into work so that you can just enjoy your music or the podcast that you want to listen to. Now, as a runner, when I was out and had these on my workout, I turned on transparency mode, and now that did not work well for me. And in part because there was a lot of wind. And when I turned on those microphones, I was picking up that wind noise, which made it less enjoyable to listen to my music. But if you were inside and you wanted to be connected with your environment that was around you, I think this work great. So if you want to use these maybe at the gym while you're working out, or again, maybe you're a commuter, but you still want to be aware of what's going on around you, carry on conversations with the person next to you, you could turn on that transparency, and these would work well for you. Now, sound quality, these are Soundpeats, and so you know that sound quality is going to be excellent. These feature a 12 millimeter dynamic driver. Now, I've reviewed a lot of earbuds, and most earbuds have a much smaller driver, somewhere around an 8 millimeter, maybe a 10 millimeter, but 12 millimeter, that's pretty big. So these are capable of delivering a lot of sound, and right out of the box. So if you're not using the app and you're relying on the preset for the equalizer, they're pretty heavy on the bass. You can still hear the highs, the mids, and the lows pretty well. I do like the way that the vocals come through. They don't seem to be washed out at all, but if you are a bass head, and that's the part that you like to focus on, music that you like to listen to, these sound really great right out of the box, but you can boost the bass. So this is where the app comes into play, because you can adjust the equalizer to fit the genre of music that you like to listen to. So that's why I recommend that you download that app. And you can choose between rock and all kinds of sides that you have to choose from. Now, I did like the rock sound because I like to listen to a lot of classic rock. But I also did try it with the bass boost on as well. And they're already pretty heavy on the bass. So I don't know that you necessarily need that. But if that's your thing, they've got you covered. But if you can't find a preset equalizer that works well for you, for the type of things that you want to listen to, you have the option to customize the equalizer to fit your own personal taste. You also have a lot of other things that you can do with the app as well. It'll tell you the status, the battery status of your earbuds. And you can also move between different modes using the app as well. So you can put it into game mode using the app, ANC, normal, or transparency mode. These feature environmental noise canceling, which means that it can filter out some of those disruptive noises outdoors in case you're using these to take a phone call. So let's put that to the test. To do that, I took these outside where it was quite windy on the day that I tested these. And I think you're going to notice a difference when I switch from the microphone that's built into my iPhone 13 Pro to the Bluetooth microphones that are built in to the Soundpeats Life. So let's take a listen. So this is a test of the built-in microphones for the Soundpeats Life earbuds. This is what it would sound like if you want to use these to take a phone call, or maybe you just want to use them as wireless microphones. So I think it does an excellent job, that AI, to filter out all of that ambient noise that was going on, because it was really windy and you could certainly hear my voice crystal clear. So overall, I think these are worth the money that they're asking for them. They fit great. They sound great. I think they're best used indoors, maybe at the gym or watching a movie or maybe on a commute. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Run Tall with Tim.